The great Potoo originates from the neo-tropical region of the Americas. Its ancestral roots lie in the tropical forests of Central and South America, where the genus Nyctibius evolved as part of an ancient group of nocturnal birds adapted to dense woodland environments. Fossil and evolutionary evidence suggests that Potoos developed their distinctive traits millions of years ago alongside other night-active insect-eating birds. The species' origin is closely tied to the humid lowland forests that once stretched continuously from southern Mexico through Central America and deep into South America. As these forests expanded and contracted over geological time, the great Potoo became established across a wide swath of this region, maintaining strong ties to old-growth forest ecosystems. Today, while the great Potoo is widely distributed, its origin remains firmly linked to these ancient American tropical forests, where its evolutionary history shaped its camouflage, nocturnal behavior, and dependence on forested landscapes. The great Potoo inhabits a wide range of forested and semi-forested habitats across the near tropics. It is most commonly found in tropical and subtropical lowland forests, where tall trees provide suitable perches for roosting and hunting. Both evergreen rainforests and deciduous forests are used, as long as there is sufficient tree cover. This species also adapts well to forest edges, woodland clearings, and secondary growth, often occurring near rivers, swamps, and seasonally flooded forests. The presence of open spaces next to trees is important, as the great Potoo hunts by sallying out from exposed branches to catch flying insects. In addition, great Potoos are known to occupy savanna woodlands, plantations, and rural areas with scattered large trees, showing a degree of tolerance to habitat disturbance. Despite this adaptability, they still rely heavily on mature trees for camouflage and nesting, making wooded environments essential to their survival. The great Potoo has a highly specialized coloration that provides exceptional camouflage. Its plumage is a complex blend of mottled gray, brown, black, and white, arranged in irregular patterns that closely resemble tree bark. This cryptic coloring allows the bird to remain almost invisible when perched motionless on branches during the day. Lighter whitish and pale gray streaks run through the darker tones, mimicking cracks, lichens, and weathered textures found on tree trunks. These subtle contrasts break up the bird's outline, enhancing its bark-like appearance and making it difficult for predators or humans to detect. The great Potoo's eyes add a striking color contrast, typically appearing yellow to yellow-orange. Although vivid, the eyes are often narrowed to slits in daylight, reducing reflection and helping maintain the bird's overall camouflaged look while resting. The great Potoo has a distinctive and somewhat unusual body build adapted for nocturnal life and camouflage. It has a large head in proportion to its body, giving it a heavy, rounded appearance when perched. The neck is short, allowing the head to sit close to the body, which enhances its resemblance to a broken tree stump or branch. Its body is sturdy but elongated, with a relatively soft, loose plumage that adds to its bulky silhouette. The wings are long and broad, built for silent, buoyant flight rather than speed, enabling the bird to move smoothly through the air while hunting at night. The legs and feet are short and weak, reflecting its lifestyle of perching rather than walking or hopping. The bill is short but wide, opening into an enormous gape that is perfectly shaped for catching large flying insects and even small bats in midair. The great Potoo is the largest member of the Potoo family, giving it an imposing presence among nocturnal birds. Adults typically measure 42 to 58 centimeters in length, with a long body and large head that make the bird appear even bigger when perched upright on a branch. Great Potoos generally weigh between 360 and 650 grams, depending on age, sex, and overall condition. Despite their relatively heavy build for insect-eating birds, their soft plumage and lightweight bone structure allow them to remain agile and capable of sustained nocturnal flight. The great Potoo displays a range of distinctive behaviors closely tied to its nocturnal and secretive lifestyle. During daylight hours, it practices an extreme form of stillness, remaining motionless for long periods while perched upright on exposed branches. It often adopts a rigid posture with its head angled upward, deliberately aligning its body with the branch to enhance its disguise as part of the tree. This species is known for its remarkable camouflage behavior, actively adjusting its posture in response to light and shadow. When threatened or observed, the great Potoo may slowly elongate its body and narrow its eyes to thin slits, reducing eye shine and further blending into its surroundings rather than attempting to flee. Great Potoos are generally solitary and territorial, preferring to occupy the same roosting sites for extended periods. They show strong site fidelity, returning to favored perches night after night. When disturbed at close range, instead of immediate escape, they may rely on immobility until the last moment, demonstrating a calm but highly calculated response to potential danger. The great Potoo is known for its haunting and eerie vocalizations, which are most often heard at night. Its primary call is a long, mournful woo-oh or woo sound, which can carry over long distances through the forest. This call is usually repeated slowly and rhythmically, serving both to mark territory and to communicate with potential mates. In addition to its characteristic mournful call, the great Potoo can produce shorter, sharper whistles, groans, or guttural notes, especially when alarmed or disturbed. These sounds are less melodic but function as warnings to intruders or signals of agitation. The bird's vocal repertoire is generally sparse and low frequency, making it difficult to detect in dense forest undergrowth. Its calls are often described as ghostly or melancholy, contributing to the bird's reputation as a mysterious and elusive nocturnal presence. The great Potoo is not built for speed, either on the ground or in flight, reflecting its specialized nocturnal hunting style. In the air, it relies on slow, silent, and buoyant flight rather than rapid bursts of speed. Its large wings allow it to glide smoothly between perches, enabling it to surprise prey rather than chase it over long distances. On the ground, the great Potoo is virtually immobile, as its short legs and weak feet make walking or running impractical. It almost never descends from its perch except to capture insects or relocate between trees, relying entirely on stealth and patience rather than speed to survive. Speed is not a primary aspect of the great Potoo's behavior. Instead, it depends on camouflage, stillness, and sudden, precise lunges from a stationary perch to catch its prey, making it an ambush predator rather than a fast-moving one. The great Potoo is primarily insectivorous, feeding on a wide variety of nocturnal insects. Its diet consists largely of large flying insects such as moths, beetles, crickets, and grasshoppers, which it captures in mid-air using its wide, gaping mouth. The bird's hunting strategy is to sit silently on a high perch at night, scanning for movement, and then sally out briefly to snatch prey before returning to its branch. The great Potoo occasionally takes small vertebrates, including bats, small birds, or even frogs, demonstrating some dietary flexibility when prey is abundant or insects are scarce. Its hunting is opportunistic, relying on stealth, patience, and the ability to detect movement in low light rather than speed or prolonged pursuit. The diet of the great Potoo reflects its role as a nocturnal ambush predator, specialized for capturing prey in the air under the cover of darkness while remaining largely hidden from predators and competitors. The great Potoo has a distinctive breeding pattern closely tied to its nocturnal and camouflaged lifestyle. Breeding usually occurs during the rainy season in tropical regions, when insect prey is abundant to feed both the adult and the chick. Great Potoos are monogamous, with pairs often maintaining long-term territories that they defend from intruders. Unlike many birds, great Potoos do not build nests. Instead, they lay a single egg directly on a bare branch, a tree stump, or a fork in a tree, relying entirely on their remarkable camouflage to protect it. Both parents participate in incubation, taking turns sitting quietly and motionless for long periods during the day to avoid detection by predators. The incubation period lasts approximately 30 to 35 days, after which the chick hatches with sparse down and remains highly vulnerable. The parents continue to feed the chick at night, regurgitating captured insects and occasionally small vertebrates. The chick remains on the same branch for most of its development, gradually growing stronger until it fledges. Even after fledging, the young may remain dependent on the parents for several weeks while it learns to hunt and navigate the nocturnal environment. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.